Hello, everyone. It is Preacher Man Sports. Welcome back to another video, rare hockey video. As you know, Dallas Stars fall in six once again in the Western Conference Finals. This time to a different Pacific team, which was the Edmonton Oilers, losing in six. Couldn't score for shit. Special teams was awful. Last two games, giving up power play goals that became the difference, and we couldn't score on the power play ourselves. I'm going to go every game, and then I'm going to speak something out at the end and my thoughts, but I'm going to go game by game. So game one, it was in Dallas. Um, First goal scored Draisaitl in the early in the second. Turnover by Joe Pavelski. Scores from Brett Kulak and Zach Hyman. 4 minutes later, Zach Hyman ends up scoring from McDavid off a good pass, and it's 2-0 Edmonton. Then Tyler Seguin ends up scoring from Jamie Benn, and it's 2-1. So, and it's all. Then we have life. Then in the third period, Sagan scores again from Dodonov and Robertson late in the third, tied a game. Nobody scored in the first overtime. Stars started the period on a double minor power play, hit two posts, and couldn't score. And in the second overtime, literally just half a minute in, McDavid scores from Bouchard and Nugent Hopkins. Oilers steal game one from us, and the Stars once again can't win games once for fucking shit. And they haven't won a game once since the 2020 Stanley Cup Finals when they played Tampa. Ever since then, they lost game one against Minnesota in overtime, Kraken in overtime, Vegas in overtime. Vegas, they lost. Colorado lost in overtime, and now this in overtime. Like, oh my god, they can never win game one for shit. And Edmonton is up 1-0 in the series. This game, first goal was 3.5 minutes in. Ben scored from Johnson and Haskin. It was a 2-on-1, and the Stars are up 1-0. But literally, less than a minute after, Brown scores from CC and Warren Fogle. Turnover by Petrovic, and it's tied 1-1. We let Connor Brown score, and he's fucking dog shit. Oh my god. Marchman scores from Suter and Steele. Stars lead 2-1, and then Lindell scores the empty netter. From Ben and Johnston, we're up 3-1, and that's how the Stars win game two. It was kind of a defensive game, not a lot of scoring, not a lot of chances, kind of neutralized game, if you know what I mean. And the Stars tied the series 1-1. Game three in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. This was a weird game. We didn't have a lot of shots, but we didn't have that many shots, but we scored a hell of a lot of goals. So, 2 minutes into the game, Hyman scores from McDavid and Bouchard. Turnover on the play in front of Oettinger, and Hyman ends up scoring as McDavid shot it, and it was redirected in, and it's 1-0 Edmonton. Then seventh time, McDavid scores from he was unassisted. I forgot how that goal went. It was like a weird, funky goal. I can't remember how it went. Oh well. But it's 2-0 Edmonton. And then second period was just an onslaught of goals. 5.5 gone by. Robertson scores from Hinton Sagan. It was a one-timer. Stars are up. I mean, not Stars. Edmonton's still up 2-1. Robertson scores from Hintz. Again, this was about 3 minutes in. Backhand, net mouth scramble. Tied to a piece. Literally a minute after, Wyatt Johnson, net mouth scramble. Scores from Stankoven and Ben. Stars have the lead 3-2. They take the lead. Wow. And then late in the second period, Adam Henrique, again, shot redirected in from Connor Brown. Tied 3 apiece. Then a little less than half of the period gone by. Half the period left. Robertson for the hat trick scores from Sagan and Lindell. Stars are leading 4-3, and then Haskin gets the empty netter, and the Stars win 5-3, and we're up 2-1. And the Stars have a 12-1 record when they're up 2-1 in a series. And yeah, it's all good, you know. And then I didn't know that was gonna be the last fucking game they were gonna win. Um, let's see. Game 4, Stars got off to an early start. Less than a minute into the game, Johnston scores from Ben and Harley, 1-0 Dallas. Then Lindell, this was when they started complaining about the refs, Edmonton, when they started complaining to the refs about how they weren't getting power play chances. Then Lindell scores from Haskinen and Ben. That's not right because that's Stankoven's goal actually. It went off of Darnell Nurse, the defenseman from Edmonton, and it's 2-0 Dallas. Then 13 McLeod scores from Perry and Darnell Nurse. Suter was peppered all over Andre, and Andre couldn't see the rebound, and it's 2-1 Dallas. Then 3 minutes later, Bouchard scores on the rebound from McDavid and Nugent Hopkins. It's tied 2-2. So Stars took a 2-0 lead that quick. Second period, Stars are on the power play. Matthias Janmark, a former Star, scores shorthanded from Brown. Edmonton leads 3-2. And then literally less than a minute later, Draisaitl scores from Hyman and McDavid, 4-2 Edmonton. And then Ekholm scores the empty netter, 5-2 Edmonton. And they win game 4. And it's tied 2 apiece. This game was fucking dog shit. Stars couldn't do a damn thing. Couldn't get shot. They couldn't do anything. And then first period, Nugent Hopkins scores from McDavid from Bouchard and McDavid on the power play. Finally getting a power play goal, 1-0 Edmonton. Then again, second period, early in the second, Nugent Hopkins scores again from Draisaitl and Bouchard, 2-0 Edmonton. Then Broberg scores from Henrique and Kane. Andre was screened from Matt Duchene, and it's 3-0 Edmonton. Only 20 shots. Oh my god. Third period, late in the third, Johnston scores from Harley and Stankoven and was redirected in, and Edmonton steals again, winning game 5 in Dallas. Stars again not defending home ice for shit. Terrible at defending home ice. Literally, that's how they lost this series. And then there was game 6 that just happened today. And by the way, you're not seeing things. That is literally all the shots Edmonton had. 10. And 10. And they were both on the fucking power play. But anyways, and the Stars peppered them with shots and they only squeaked one across. McDavid scores from Draisaitl and Bouchard on the power play, 1-0 Edmonton. Then late in the period, Hyman scores from McDavid and Bouchard on the power play, 2-0 Edmonton. Then the half of the third gone by, Marchment gives the Stars hope. Sake from Stegen and Tanev. Edmonton wins the game 2-1, and they win the series. Yeah, they play the Panthers in the Stanley Cup. I hope the Panthers win because fuck Edmonton. And the Stars, once again falling in the Western Conference Final. This time, instead of Vegas, they fall to Edmonton. And I don't know what to say about that. But Stars have a bright future. They have a lot of young stars, no pun intended. I'm not sure. The Stars, once again, I'm just gonna say this. In the Edmonton series, our best player was Robertson, obviously. Andre had some solid games. He kept us in this game. We were great. Tanev, our defenseman, was good. Haskinen did good. Harley was inconsistent. What else? Harley's inconsistent. Lindell didn't do bad. Suter was dog shit. He cost us a couple power plays. I'm trying to think. Offense disappointments. Matt Duchene didn't get a single goal. I don't even think he had a point this series. Keeps passing everything. Never fucking shoots. Underrated guy Marchment was underrated in this series. Joe Pavelski didn't do a damn thing, didn't score a goal, only one goal this playoffs, and that was in game 5 against Colorado. He's gonna retire, and he needs to because he's washed. He can't skate anymore. He can't handle the puck. He can't do it anymore, guys. I'm sorry. It's over with for him. Jamie Benn didn't do a damn thing, even though the line he did was pretty consistent. Stankoven did solid. Jonathan was very good all playoffs. He was our best player. He scored, I think, 11, I think 10 goals in these playoffs. That was top five in left in the playoffs. The only people who had more was Zach Hyman and I think McDavid. But Stars fall in the Western Conference Finals, and I don't know what to say. But once again, another season down the drain. They fall to Edmonton. All I gotta say is hopefully the Panthers win because not a lot of people like Edmonton unless it's just McDavid. And yeah, that's really about it. There's some free agents. Matt Duchene's a free agent. I hope he's gone. I don't want him back. He fucked around in the playoffs. I thank him for game 6 in Colorado because fuck the Avs. And we moved on to the Western Conference Finals because of that. Joe Pavelski needs to retire. Hakanpää, hopefully he doesn't come back. He's a trash defenseman. Lundqvist is a restricted free agent. I don't think he's coming back because Pete DeBoer doesn't like him. Harley's a restricted free agent. I would bring him back even though he had an inconsistent series. Sam Steele's a free agent. I wouldn't mind bringing him back. He's a great fourth liner. Craig Smith, good fourth line piece. I wouldn't mind bringing him back at all. Trying to think. Wedgwood, our backup goaltender. I wouldn't be against like letting them go because Matt Murray in our farm system's been pretty solid. So can't really get mad at that. Can't really get mad at that. But the Stars, once again, like a couple years ago, we weren't even expected to be here, and it's crazy that Pete DeBoer coming in once again, fucking around. We lost. Power play was terrible. Penalty kill was great until the last 2 games. I wish we played the Canucks. If we played the Canucks, even though we were snake bitten by them, we would have done a lot better because 1, they wouldn't have Demko, and 2, they lost Brock Besser, who's their second best player behind Quinn Hughes. But yeah, it's going to be Edmonton and Florida in the Stanley Cup Finals. But yeah. Oh, and one last thing. I'm going to cut my camera on for this. So yeah, I got the Bronco jersey on, even though they suck. This certain individual got mad at me apparently for when I was neutral about the Eastern Conference fucking finals. When he asked me, do you want Florida or New York Rangers? I'm like, I'm fine with either because both teams are fine by me. And apparently that's rooting against the Rangers. So yeah, he knows who the fuck he is. I'm talking about you, Amir. Like this guy, he got mad at me for this guy got mad at me for being neutral about the Rangers and Panthers. Like I didn't care who won, and just because of that, he rooted for the Oilers. And yeah, he got his wish. So and he just rooted for the Oilers. He's like if you were neutral against Edmonton and the Stars, I wouldn't get mad about it because it's your opinion. But keep this in mind, guys. It's illegal to be neutral about anything, even though the motherfucker is literally independent in the political party. And fuck politics, because that's nothing to do with anything. But yeah, this guy gets mad at me all the time. I don't know why he hates me for some reason, because I was neutral about the Panthers and Rangers. I didn't care who won because I was fine with either. And because of that, he decided to hate the Stars and root for the Oilers. I don't know what to say to that, but I don't know what to say to that. But yeah, that's the end of that. Just wanted to get that cleared up because keep in mind it's illegal to be neutral, guys, or else this guy is gonna get into his feelings and he's gonna get mad at you, and then he's gonna stop being your friend. So I don't know what to say, but I will say this: the Stars have a bright future. Johnston, Stankoven, I like Maverick Bork in that last game. He didn't do bad. Robertson, obviously, Hens, even though he sucked in this playoffs. But yeah, that's basically it. Stars season ends in 6 to Edmonton. Make sure you hit the like, comment, subscribe, guys. I will see you guys next season for the Stars. And yeah, um, nothing much else to that. So I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Go Stars. And looking forward to next season. So see you guys later.